People, I already put the turkey on the grill, literally just put it down just so it's easier for me to move stuff around. You can see we got the turkey on here, we got the neck on there. You can see these metal pieces in here. That is for the deep frying part of the turkey. But I just put it in there so it's easier when I do it later. I do have some of our seasoning that we mixed up earlier that we're just going to sprinkle over it, and we're going to let it sit. We are rocking this at 225 for the temperature. We will see how many hours this goes. We are only going to get it up to about 100 degrees. Once it hits 100 degrees, then we will move it to the deep fryer. So once it's on the deep fryer, that's all it's going to be. You can still see all that butter in there, possibly. I'm trying to show you the best I can. But this is how the turkey's going to be. Like I said, once it hits 100 degrees internal, it will then get moved to the deep fryer. And when I'm saying a deep fryer, I'm not saying the kind of the traditional deep fryer. I did say in the other video that it was from Butterball, and it is an electric deep fryer, so it's an infrared deep fryer. So it's a little bit different than most of them. It's really kind of cool, no oil, makes it a little bit easier to do things. You don't have to worry about it too much. But that's the turkey. We'll see you guys back, and I'll see how it looks in an hour, and if it's changed anything in an hour, I'll let you guys know. It's been about an hour. Open this up, take a look at it. It's looking pretty good. I already did look at it. We're going to temp her. We're going all the way down in that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's on about 87. It's been in here for about an hour. So we got a lot more time to go. One thing I did want to note is I used the pellets from Pit Boss, the apple blend. This is what came with that kit from Menards. One thing I do want to show that's different though is I usually get, these are the pellets I usually use. I usually get these from somewhere called Rural King out by us, and it's like $7 for a 20-pound bag. It's pretty cheap. I like them. They're really good. I've never used Pit Boss before. I was just kind of blown away at how much bigger they have their pellets. Like, you can see the other ones were much more broken down. So it was quite interesting to see how these are going to work, if there's anything different or not. But I just thought that was different. We'll be back and we'll check on this in probably another hour and see where we're at. Guys, it's been another hour. We're going to check it. Coming up at 122. So we're going to hold that. We'll drop this down. The temperature, we were cooking at 250. We're now dropping it down to, or 225 I think we were. We're going to drop it down to about 180 to let it sit for a little bit and go from there, because this is cooking way faster than expected. So the next thing is we're going to put it into the deep fryer just to crisp up that skin a little bit, but it's already looking pretty good for that turkey. So we'll be back. This is the infrared deep fryer from Butterball. We've had this for several years, at least 10 years, if not longer. And it comes with a basket that you'll see me put everything in. There's the hanger, and there's this little bucket that comes out that you can put pellets in, which we're going to use the same pellets, or you can use wood chips. But I use the pellets that we are cooking with, which is the apple from Pit Boss. You load those up in there, close it, and you'll stick it in. So this is kind of old. There's a drip tray on the bottom. There's a temperature gauge on the side. We'll go over this a little bit more once we put everything in. Got the turkey ready to go. It is been put onto the deep frying rack, which just came off a little bit. And then that is going to go into this container. So we're going to pick this up carefully. Quite warm. And then we're going to go drop this into the deep fryer. So we're going to take the whole bird. Get away from there, you. Alright, so that's in there. We're going to cover it. Mine's a little old, the one handle has come off. But we're going to back it up a little bit. And then there's a knob on the back over here. Just like the old school like griddles that you'd have inside. Plug that in and you turn it on. Alright. And we have the pellet smoker, or the pellets down here. That'll cook. And then there's also a catch pan down here for all the drippings. And as you can tell, someone is very interested in what's going on. So we'll be back. At the temperature, we're actually a little bit hotter than I wanted to be. We're at 172 in the breast. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it. We have these hooks. And then we're just going to lift it up. And that's the turkey right there. Nice and toasted and good to go. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you it carved up, but you can see how it came out from here. Have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas.